In a quiet town tucked away in Pennsylvania, a family of 4 vanished into thin air. No warnings. No goodbyes. Just a sudden void where their lives once thrived. The Murray family, Joseph, his wife Hannah, and their 2 children, Emily and Caleb, were considered the epitome of the American dream. A charming house, a successful business, nightly family dinners. On the surface, they were picture perfect. Maybe too perfect. It was a crisp autumn morning when neighbors realized something was off. The Mays mailbox overflowed with unopened letters. Their once manicured lawn had grown wild, and their beloved golden retriever, Max, was found wandering aimlessly in the yard. The picturesque home now looked like a ghost town. Concerned, a neighbor called the police, setting into motion an investigation that would unearth layers of secrets no one saw coming. When officers first entered the Murray home, they found no signs of a struggle. The dishes were neatly stacked in the sink, the children's backpacks were hung by the front door, and a set of keys sat on the kitchen counter. Everything in its place, but no trace of the family. Then, something strange. Joseph's work laptop was found open on the dining room table, displaying an email draft that read, "I had no choice." They were watching. Who were they, and what kind of choice was he referring to? The investigation initially centered on Joseph. A successful software engineer, he had recently been working on a highly confidential project for a government contractor. FBI agents swooped in, probing whether the family's disappearance could be linked to his work. Was Joseph tangled in something far greater than anyone had imagined? Or was this a red herring, a thread meant to distract from a much darker truth about what went on behind closed doors? As investigators delved deeper, they uncovered another peculiar detail. Hannah had been making weekly visits to the local library, where she logged into public computers to search topics like how to disappear and starting a new life abroad. Was she planning an escape? And if so, why? Then there was the basement. The police discovered a series of photographs and journal entries stashed in a locked trunk. The entries appeared to be written by Emily, the eldest child. In one passage, she described recurring nightmares of shadow people watching her family. Another entry read, "Mom and Dad are fighting again. Dad says we're not safe here anymore. But I don't know who we're hiding from." This discovery turned the investigation on its head. The family wasn't just gone, they seemed to believe they were being hunted. Local theories began to swirl, each more unnerving than the last. Some whispered about a stalker who had been tormenting the family for months. Others posed the idea that Joseph's work had made them targets of foreign espionage. And then there were darker theories, ones that suggested the Mays hadn't left willingly and would never come back. But there was one clue that police couldn't ignore: CCTV footage from a gas station 2 towns over. It showed the family's minivan pulling in late at night. Joseph and Hannah appeared tense as they pumped gas, while the kids sat motionless in the back seat. Shortly after, the footage captured the van pulling onto the highway, heading toward the dense, unrelenting cover of the nearby woods. From there, nothing. No tracks. No traces. Just silence. To this day, the Murray family's disappearance remains unsolved. Theories abound, but answers are elusive. Was this the story of a father protecting his family from a hidden threat? Or a desperate attempt to flee from something, or someone, they couldn't outrun? Perhaps the most haunting question is this: are they still out there, somewhere, hiding in plain sight? Or is the truth buried deep in the shadows that only they can see? Sometimes, the scariest stories aren't the ones that end in bloodshed or violence. Sometimes, it's the ones where the only thing left behind